Yeah, yeah. Look, I've been away for a while. Swear I can't wait to get back home and see you smile. I know your mind's racing, slow it down. I promise we gon' be alright, just slow it down.
I go by the name of Lil Kev. I'm from Prairieville, Louisiana.
Yeah, baby, we gon' be alright, yeah.
I originally was growing up in Baton Rouge, but yeah, I moved with my parents, in Prairieville. This is a big change. It's going from a predominantly black area to a predominantly white area. It was something to really adjust to.
Every morning when I wake up, girl, I think about you. Gotta work with what I got.
So everything I make with my music, from the content that I put out to my appearance to how I deliver with my music is all real. Everything is true. It's authentic. I'm not taking it from something else. So it was actually my mom. She listened to my stuff and she fell in love with it. Told me to keep going with it. Always keep it. Because she knew it was a part of me, so she just wanted me to keep up with it. Really having the music background from playing instruments like the drums and violin and everything, to seeing how times are changing with the softwares, with like the FL Studios or the Logics, and how you can implement it to make beats and everything. And just watching how slowly watching what makes the music industry it is. Going from little to with the instruments to implement it to the softwares and actually making beats for other artists. It was just it felt right. And just knowing, I can make my own vision created with music. Yes, mostly just letting go of, the other hobbies or plans I had, before I went through a major journey like sports and, even while I was studying in college. It's mostly the time management side of it, like being in so many things I'm in now. It's more of, just sacrificing, hanging out with friends or, just the chill time. You always got working and craft in this industry. After my first official release, just seeing, how people respond to it. I had a lot of positive feedback, and it was more of a motivation point for me to keep going. Really seeing what comes with the music industry. Mostly, you gotta have great knowledge, so that lack of knowledge kind of pushed me back a little bit, trying to work on those things, but. So coming from a home where, I had divorced parents and, being separated from a brother and stuff like that, it was kind of hard to talk to people about, the stuff I went through. And so one thing I felt like I found in music is that way to express myself and get those things I want to talk about, into my music some sort of kind of way. It has a sense of motivation through, each song. Like, you can get through whatever you need to get through, or if you're at your highest point, kind of like enjoying it and appreciating it in some kind of way. There's a lot of ways you can get lost into it, and it's like everything around you just shuts down, and you're just into the beat and the melody, and you into your lyrics, and it just comes out naturally. I think I am. It's more of, again, just being in my element, knowing that, hey, I'm doing this like what I love to do, and just doing it in my best way I can. When I was younger, yeah. It was being in, having that background in music, like having the little recitals for like violin or stuff like that, or even when I was playing, like, just with the instruments, period. It's, the more you do it, you work up to a comfortability, and you kind of have that headspace, the more you do it, that you go into. And so you just kind of remember, like, hey, I make music. this is what I do.
Another time, I gotta slow it down. There's no way I can stop right now.
Just knowing the feeling of, losing almost everything from decisions that I made myself, and kind of always having to bounce back to 0 and to try to get to 100. And I'm still trying to this day. Having that understanding and, putting it into my music, I feel like I can relate to some kids or even people older than me that, is not impossible. It was more of, being surrounded by people that, actually want to see me do better. So more of like my stepmother, my dad got remarried, years, and, the whole divorce thing. My brother, I reconnected with him after the move, and also, but really most importantly, is more of like having that outlet with music. It's been great, love it. There's still, more to come, but as far as everything that's been going on, it's going really smooth.
I know you like that. I know what you want and I won't fight.
So I gotta say, Rod Wave, Usher, and Lil Durk. Rod Wave only because like he has a sense of being real to his fans, and you kind of have that feeling like, yeah, this is a true story coming from him. Usher is just, it's how his career has been, coming out, from having the type of relationships with great artists that came before him, and kind of taking that and run with it. And Lil Durk is just, having the background I have growing up and like kind of listening to music, I kind of see a lot of relation towards it. I love to go into a Rod Wave. I love it. It's less of, the experiences I'll have with him. It's more of seeing his impact on other people. I've seen many videos of him just coming out and his music is playing, and then all the fans are just singing it for him. He just sit back and try to, sing, and he always get cut off because the fans are louder than him. That would be chilling to see. So I am currently serving in the National Guard. So, people may either hear that, oh yeah, I make music, or, I'm in the National Guard, but most people, since my civilian side is, with the music, that's what most people first hear about me. Yeah, it was a very quick decision. Just knowing what I went through with high school, I didn't really have a certain kind of plan. I had a hobby, which was music, but just the financial side of it, or even knowing if I would be able to go to college, I just wanted to make it easier on me and, have that plan to where I can have, a job. So, it was an easy decision early on, to say, hey, this is an easy way to, make sure I have money, I can get in college and everything like that. My manager, momager, my pops, really just my immediate family period. They see me every day, and I always like to hit an input here and there. So, starting off just younger, being like when I was younger, experiencing, my dad and my mom, being divorced and everything, just seeing how the quick change, of my life. Younger, it was pretty hard to adjust to, especially, being separated with my brother. Like, he moved my pops, where we currently at in Prairieville, and I was still in Baton Rouge. It was pretty tough, I didn't have that person that I was around every day around me to, help me with, stuff that I may deal with as a kid. Or even after, later on, when I got older, moved with my dad back in Prairieville. Just the adjustment, the life period, but also the mistakes I made growing up, you know. Being in a new place, going through what I was going through was pretty tough to kind of stay level-headed with a lot of things and make the right decisions and, you know, not follow certain crowds that I shouldn't have. You know, that was a result of being kicked out, expelled from school twice, and, you know, just that, it really made things hard on me. And yeah, I'm truly blessed to be in the position I am right now to, you know, really have that chance to come from that and move on to something way better. So my fans, it's easy to reach me. Like, my fans can contact me on Instagram, DM me or whatever, and, you know, I'll always respond. The Real Kev, so DAREALKEV_.
Yeah. Now listen, what's a man to a lie?
Always follow your dreams, but also don't second guess them. It's staying dedicated to something pays off. And the more dedication you show towards it, and financially or just waking up in the morning and say, hey, I'm gonna keep going, it pays off majorly.
I don't know who you are, but if you wanna see a king, yeah, you ain't gotta look far. Yeah. Yeah. Let's talk about it. Yeah. Let's talk about it. Came straight from the bottom, became a problem, they still can't solve it, let's talk about it. They turn their backs, then I got racks, they all coming back, let's talk about it. Wanted me in the cell, so I gave him hell, and then I prevail, let's talk about it. Yeah, let's talk about it.